Hello and welcome back to another video. So today I wasn't really planning to do a video, but I got an update from this really cool company called Crowhill, and it's an update to one of their libraries. I think it's called Vaults, and there's a whole lot of free stuff there. So please stay tuned, and hopefully it'll be something that will help you in building your libraries and stuff. But because free stuff's great. Who doesn't love free stuff? Free stuff is awesome, and especially this. Okay, before we get into it, let me just trigger this. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click that notification button. Still getting used to all this, by the way. So sorry for that shameless plug, but like and subscribe, right? So, without further ado, let's get into it. Still love how that hits. Ooh. Don't forget, we're over at Instagram, RTMA Studios. So give us a wee follow. We'll follow you back. And yeah, let's network. Let's chat. Send some messages, whatever. So I've got here on my screen, I'll move this one over because, the first ever videos I recorded, I had everything behind my beautiful face here. So you couldn't even see the buttons that I was hitting where you need to see them, and I had to re-record everything again. Whoa! But because I do everything once, like record it once, don't do editing and stuff, because I just want it to be organic, and I want to also be able to pump these out. Uh, yeah, I just had to re-record. Anyway, so I'm at their website. It's thecrowhillcompany.com / vaults. Obviously, you can go to the main page. That's what it looks like. Woohoo! Looking pretty awesome. So please check their site out. Again, this is not paid. I'm not getting any money for this. Crowhill hasn't been in contact. I just got an email update today saying that they had a new unit in their vaults collection, and I went over and downloaded it. So if I click on vaults, woohoo, and you'll see here they're like little effects units, right? As if they're guitar pedals or something. Anyway, so yeah, this one, lo-fi strings. We scroll down. Look, oh, see that amazing word free, right? See, for you guys just starting out, this word is brilliant. And even for me, I love it. I think it's great. Free is awesome. So obviously we want to support the companies that we're getting these units from, because then they'll make more awesome stuff. So don't forget, you can scroll down and look for three quid, £3. That's what would that be in dollars? Is that like $6, $5 or something for a whole ton of extra units, which is pretty cool. They've got other stuff, so please check out the website. But anyway, we're doing the vaults today. So we got lo-fi strings, we got bridge guitar, acid synth, solo bodhrán, amp bass, and mallet piano. So I've downloaded all 6 of these, and we'll go through them. We'll see what they sound like, and yeah, let's have some fun with it. And again, don't forget, these are all free, so why not try and download them anyway? And it's always good to have in your library, like I was saying in some of the previous videos. Just build up your collection. You might never use a solo bodhrán. I have before. I'd actually like this. In fact, this would be at the moment my favorite bodhrán kind of like go to. um it sounds really, really good. And also, this mallet piano is something that's really, it's given me a new main go-to instrument for a lot of the children's songs that I might make, and you'll hear why shortly. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna close this down. I'm gonna make my window a bit bigger. I can go behind my head, don't worry. And say organic, we're trying to just do it. And I'll move it over here, make sure it's not behind my head. There we go. So here it is here, Crowhill. I've got the pocket strings. I'll do something on that later. And vaults. Open up my vaults. I'll make sure it's on top. And you can see here, there's the list. So mallet piano, lo-fi strings, bridge guitar, amp bass, solo bodhrán, and acid synth. Now I'm guessing if I turn this on, oh, it's just selecting it, is it? Okay, fair enough. Thought it was gonna like link up the way it did in the picture. Anyway, so mallet piano. Please forgive my playing skills or lack thereof. So I'll play whatever the default is, and then we can mess around with some of these options. But let's chat more play. Here we go. So, woo. Sounds nice. Oh, so we got distance and we got strike. So I'll do this one for strike. Yeah, it's just like a velocity on the strike. Does exactly what it says, I suppose. And then distance. Yeah, not too far. Pretty cool. So go for some tone. Bells. I suppose, yeah, you can hear like that ringing, but come back to that one then. Echo. I love this. You see that splosh? That's pretty cool. Oh, splosh is like reverb then, I guess, but that's pretty cool. Name for it, eh? Splosh. We've got a splosh. Yeah, it sounds really, really nice, but bells? I suppose is that ringing? Oh. Oh my word. Listen to that. Wow. Okay. That's pretty awesome. I really, really, really like that. Is that bells? Let me just check. Right. Yes, there we go. So you can't really hear it so much on the lower kind of side of this, which is fine. This sounds more like as if it's like the strings just. Yeah, I suppose. Ah, yeah, you can hear it a bit more now. Yeah, I really like that. That's beautiful. That's awesome. Oh wow. Okay, so I just learned something new there. I really like the mallet piano for the kids stuff, but I didn't realize that there was bells on that. But that sounds really, really, really good. Okay, so next one, you can click here, and it'll go to the next one, or we can go back in the list, uh, and just go down one by one. So lo-fi strings, and that's here. So I'm just going to play the same notes because I'm basic that way. Right, C major, all the white keys, easy. If you want to get fancy, A minor, all the white keys, easy. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's got that like old string sound, doesn't it? Ready to pluck it or staccato or pizzicato or anything? No. No. Okay, so let's hear some of these sounds. So we got Tombra and Dropout. So I'm gonna try the first one, which is so Dropout is like, can you hear that? Yeah, it's just like a more digitally kind of dropouty vibe, you know. It's pretty cool. Okay, Tombra. Not bad, not bad. Pretty cool. So you can always automate these and stuff, so that's pretty cool as well. And yeah, let's check out some of the filter. Usual dirt. Ooh, that is pretty dirty, isn't it? Dirty. Echo. Echo. See what it did there? See what it did there? A bit of sound design, you know, natural. And yep, there we go. Splosh. I actually really like that word. Splosh. Lovely. And let's try a bit higher up the register. Here we go. Oh. There we go. So that was lo-fi strings. So on to the next one. Bridge guitar. Okay, here we go. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Sounds nice. Do you know, I like all the kind of plucky, tight, you know, is it pizzicato style, whatever you want to call it. I like all those kind of sounds. Maybe because a lot of the stuff that I do is based around children's music and animations and stuff. I kind of like that. It's useful for me. And that's the other thing too. You know, there's a lot of sounds that you would never ever use. You wouldn't use it commercially for maybe dance tracks and you know your really high end clienty stuff, whatever. And then there's other sounds that you would you know sometimes use, and then of course maybe things that just wouldn't fit in something cool and whatever. But kind of not knowing you have these sounds hinders any possibility of, you know, doing jobs or working in things like, you know, children's entertainment, children's educational tech, stuff like that, even comedy kind of videos and stuff where, you know, all those wee kind of weird, quirky sounds that might not suit modern pop track really resonate in those kind of fields like the kid songs and stuff. So, you know, don't knock it and don't necessarily not download something, uh, especially if you are building your kind of library to try and get into a more sync license, sync based you know production where you can cover a lot of different genres and stuff. So yeah, don't knock it because there'll be a use for it at some point. That's what I was going for. See if you recognize that wee melody. Write in the comments if you do. Anyway, so that was bridge guitar. Let's go through some of the sounds. Sorry. Oh, so mod must be modulation then. Nice, 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 nice. Lo-fi. Yeah, it gives it like a janky wobble. And I'm sure obviously different degrees of that would be less wobble, but it definitely does take out some of that. It widens it up, doesn't it? Oh, nice, nice, nice. Echo. There we go. And splosh right up there. Lovely. And then at the top here we have mute and room. Take some splash off here. So mute. Oh no, that's room. I'm still not used to this wee kind of dial system. It still looks awesome and I'll get used to it. They shouldn't change it, but it's definitely something I have to get used to. So room. Yeah, just nice. Nice change. And then mute. I think some people might suggest I put a mute on my voice. Can you understand the accent? The Northern Irish accent? If you can't, write in the comments, you know. Tell me. And I shall change. Maybe start talking British or American or something. I don't want to do any other accents, get in trouble, you know. Yep, there you go. And let's go right up. Oh, it actually goes off the scale there. 1 second. I've just noticed this. So yeah, I can slide it over. So how low do we go? So right down here, I think I'd see. Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe it's at C1 or C0. Anyway, anyway, still sounds really nice. And oh, nice. Didn't even realize that was there. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that was bridge guitar. So next we have amp bass. So now that I've figured out that this is our wee slidey, far as that goes over, nice. So actually keep it there, and is that? Oh, it goes even lower. So I'll go down on my keyboard. Oh yeah. That's right. So I was playing with this earlier, so I've cheated. And if you play any key, that's normal, that's fine. You can play it lightly, you can play it hard, that's fine. If you really hit it, so I'm guessing it might trigger at like 127, the highest kind of velocity on this. It has wow. So that's quite nice. Gives you some control when you're maybe writing some lines, and you can control it with the velocity. And yeah, they all do it. Woohoo! That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's play with some of these. So we'll actually start with these guys first. So fuzz, is this fuzz? Fuzz gonna go? No. Oh, it is. Yeah, sorry. Oh. Oh, that's pretty cool. If you're looking at it's quite a popular sound design element. I can't remember what you call it. If you're a guitarist and you know what that would be called. Just the bow noise. Is that what we'll call it? Yeah, the bow noise. Bom chicka wancha. That's the other one. Bom chicka wancha or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very like early 90s, Saved by the Bell or something. Nice. Okay, I like that one. Okay. Next, what are we gonna go for? So it was fuzz. We're gonna turn it down. Pick. Oh yeah, pick's quite nice. Well, that sounds nice, doesn't it? There we go. Anyway, and of course we got tone. What would that tone be like on the low end? It's nice. We had pick right up there. Turn it maybe down to 53. Yeah, I like the tone really high. And that low end with the pickup, it's actually quite nice. Not for me. Sub. Oh, I can feel that. All right, in the headphones. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's definitely a movie scene right there. Has to be. When the bad guy comes in, locks eyes with the good guy. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. You really feel that? Okay, I like that. I really like that a lot. Is that with tone and sub up? Yeah, I like it. What would that be like with fuzz? Yeah, it gets serious. His friend just come in. This is a bad guy. No. And his friend comes in, or his team. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. Crowhill, it sounds nice. Get your echo and of course splosh. There's always a thing. Never put reverb or in this case splash on bass. I'd heard that said before, and it's not that I do that or anything, or I'm admitting that. No. But do you? Who knows? I think it doesn't need it. But yeah, splash on. Actually, sound really nice though, isn't it? I suppose it's just. Again, do you recognize that wee line? Do you? If you do, comments. Anyway, so that was the amp bass. Let me see. Next, solo bodrum. So I have played with this a bit before. One of my good friends knew. He pointed out that the black keys were actually the individual notes, and the white keys were like the loops, the rhythms and stuff, which you're about to hear. So I'll go through some of them now. Oh, yeah. Tell me that's not awesome. Yeah. As I say, recently this has been my kind of go-to for bodhrans and stuff because it just sounds so nice. I'm from Northern Ireland, not Ireland per se, but we still do, you know, see, hear, play bodhrans and stuff up north, and it's an instrument from my home country, so, and it does sound awesome regardless of what side of the line you're on. All right, it sounds good, and it's green. Look, see, they've made it green, so nice one. Wow. So yeah, you get like a lot of variation there. We've got basically two octave ranges of rhythms and stuff, which is awesome. I mean, that's quite a lot anyway to use in your mix. And as I say, the black keys, let me just, yeah, I like that, like a lot. That's another thing Bodrum was always good for, is if you're going for like a more, let's say, um what's the correct term? Native American? Would you say is that the correct term? We're gonna get cancelled or something? I don't know. Anyway, like if you want to go for like a Native American feel, it's the same kind of idea. The drums that they would have are gonna sound quite similar to what a Bodhran drum. They even look kind of closely similar to a degree. Um, you know, and the same for a lot of cultures around the world. Like even in Japanese taiko drumming, there might be, blended in with actual taiko drums. You know, stuff like that. You can just hear like all the drums going, and even in some kind of Chinese percussion and stuff. Dun, 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 dun. You hear all like the cymbals and stuff. They're pretty cool. So a lot of use you could get out of this if you're not just thinking, oh, this is an Irish instrument only for Irish, sound design related products or assets and things, or projects, not products. Products, what? Projects that you can get more use out of it, because that's the whole idea of sound design, right? Um, if you take a sound effect or you record like a squeegee, it might be like, glass sliding something, whatever. Can't think there. Um, so same idea. Bodhran's not just an Irish instrument; it could be used to, simulate another type of culture to a degree in sound design if you don't specifically have that instrument at hand. And that's fine. And if people have a problem with it, well, then they can do one, because that's the name of the game. Where in sound design, music production, you might have to do these things for your project. Said it right there. Um, and you need the sound, and this is what you got. This is what you got to deal with, and it's all about trying to be creative with what you've got. So yeah, use your bodhran for whatever you want to use it for, because it sounds awesome. So it's really, really good. Okay, next one we got acid synth. And let me just double check here. So acid synth's the last one. Acid synth. Okay, it's a bit squeaky, isn't it? That's pretty cool though. And we're right up the register here, aren't we? Oh, I like that. Is it like Portamento Glide or something? I'll go down here. Oh, it goes quite low, doesn't it? Sounds nice. I like it. For me, that like right off the bat sound would be really useful for some of the kids stuff, like really funny. It's got that squelchy weird sound, you know. Again, it's not something that you would probably use straight away in like acid synth. I'm saying acid synth. You know, you're thinking like that kind of music from like the 90s raves and stuff, you know. And well, I was anyway. Um and I'm sure if you shape it, it's gonna sound pretty awesome that way too. But I personally like, for me, because it's gonna be useful. It's really useful. Um just like how other things might not be as useful for me, but it might be useful for you and what you do, and then vice versa in the future, depending on what job we're doing at the time, what project, what the client wants. If you're creating something for something very specific, like an animation or something, you know. But yeah. So if I play with cutoff. See, oh, you get a bit ravey there, couldn't you? So there you go. So it doesn't sound as childish anymore. Not that it's childish. Oh, I'm getting off on the wrong foot here. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it. It sounds awesome either way. Let's go for the resonance. Right up. And we'll see what's cut off like. Oh! Oh, with that one note, right? Just changing some of these, automating them. You can just imagine that getting like, you know, from lower to just opening right up. That's pretty cool. See? So it's not child's instrument. So I'm sorry, Crowhill, if you're listening to this and you're like freaking out going, you said our assets in is just for kids stuff, and that's not what we were aiming for. I'm saying it's for both, all right? So you're getting, you know, multiple, hopefully, sales. Oh, yeah, it's free. So, it's still pretty cool, though. Oh, even more. Yeah, I think our kids have a right back. Unless you want the kids going mental. Check that right out. Acid synth. Oh. This is definitely something you could do one note, and if you were to set these all up ready to automate, record yourself, automate each one to taste. It'll be a whole lot of fun. My goodness, I could just sit and play it all day. That is awesome. So yeah, there you go. We got vaults. These are the free ones. I can only imagine that the paid ones are just gonna add even more awesomeness like this. So check out these guys. And oh, okay, so if you click on the information, It tells you adjust volume, scroll through modules, module browser. Yeah, macro 1, macro 2. Oh, that's the official word, is it? And then the effects and stuff. By courtesy of the Crowhill company. That's pretty cool. And I think, now don't quote me, so research it. I was told by that friend new that this company, Crowhill, are from the guys who I think they used to work for or were part of Spitfire. Is that right? Not too sure. But there's definitely a lot of love put into these. I like the layout. I like the size of it. I think it's pretty cool. Um, it's obviously free. It's stripped right down, but there's a lot of use for me personally in these things, and I'd be excited someday if I'm showing you a track and you spot these things. You're like, oh, he used it in this thing, that thing, whatever it is. Basically to back up what I'm saying, that it's awesome and it's useful, and then you'll see it being used. So yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, guys, thank you very much, and hopefully that was insightful. And get on over to Crowhill Company and start signing up and download. It's all free. And there's also at the side here pocket strings. I'll go through someday. I might give you a quick sneak peek. Okay, let's second. Let's drag it over. I don't think this is free anymore. Not 100% check. I got it whenever Crowhill was kind of, ta-da, we are Crowhill, and it was free then, but it's still worth it. And as I say, yeah, that's kind of how it looks like. And there we go. I'll knock it into short, long pluck. We'll do another video. But yeah, once again, thank you for joining us and have a good one. Take care.